Awesome. Good morning. This is Sarah with THS. I'm here with Constance Zimmer. Hello, one of the stars of the upcoming Prime Video series, Harlan Coben's Shelter. Good morning, Constance. How are you?
Hi, Sarah.
As an Unreal fan, I'm very happy to speak with you today.
Well, thank you. Love it.
I love that. I love that show. I loved this show. I got to see a handful of episodes already.
Oh,
And
good.
when it comes to this series, what I thought it was in episode 1, because I never read the book, to episode 3, it's a whole different thing that I don't want to give away because mysteries are so hard to talk about without giving away things.
I
So
know.
I want to ask you, because you are now playing an original character, correct? Because originally in the books, he goes to live with his uncle and you're playing his aunt. So were there any pieces of the uncle that are thrown into Shira?
Yes, there are a little bit. The basketball playing that I'm was a basketball player as well in high school. That was thrown in to Shira, which of course was the funniest thing ever. I was like, "You guys realize I'm 5'2", right? Like, okay, we're gonna figure this out." But that and just I think ultimately that they are relatives and estranged relatives is really the only similarity, because we wanted to create a new character. And I think what's important too that you said that like you hadn't read the books, because I hope people know that like you don't have to read the books to enjoy the series, because the series is really using the books as an outline, as a guide. And then we really, Harlan and Alan and everybody on the writing staff really has made it into almost like it's in that universe, but it has such a big life of its own. And that is what makes me excited, because then you can go, oh, well, I kind of know these stories, but oh, hold on, that wasn't in the book. So we're kind of throwing like some wrenches in there a little bit.
I love that, because sometimes when you take book series and make them into shows, people are a little bit of purists. But I know the story. I don't need to see that full thing come to life. I want something new and exciting. So I love to hear you say that. Um,
Yeah.
I saw that you guys went to Monte Carlo for the Television Film Festival. What was that like? What was the reception like there?
It was incredible. So it was the world premiere that opened the Monte Carlo TV Festival, which I had never known about, which is crazy. And that was like their 65th year or something. It was very exciting because you're watching the show on a giant screen with hundreds of people, instead of being like in your house, in your living room, and just watching it with like your friends and family. So
Right.
it was it was a little scary. And obviously it's made it less scary because the response afterwards was so wonderful and so complimentary. I mean, from John Goodman, coming up to Adrian and Abby and Jaden, and just being so in awe of their work and who they were on the show. And it's like that stuff is that I love that. And you don't get that if you're just watching the show in your house. So it was really wonderful to just feel that instant, immediate gratification of people getting to watch it. And then here's all the people from the show. So it was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. I mean, that's one for the books. That's for sure.
That's so cool. Now, when you talk about the screen, because I talked to the kids as well, is it like bigger than a movie screen? Is it like some giant monster?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the movie, it's like the ArcLight, it's, I don't know if you're not based in LA. Are you based in LA? Oh, okay.
I am.
Yeah. I mean, it's the most massive movie screen you could ever have. I mean, it's like on Entourage, we were pretending that we were at the Cannes Film Festival. And, any movie that you see those giant stadium seating with the big screen, I mean, yeah, it's one of those. It's a big.
You're like,
it's not like you went to an outdoor movie screening and they put it on one of those blow up, TV screens on the grass. No, this is
right.
like, it was gigantic.
That's
Nobody
wild.
I don't need to see my face that big. That's for sure.
I love that. So we got to wrap this up real quick. So do me a favor and give me like a 30-second or less pitch to people as to why they need to watch this series when it comes out.
Oh my gosh, that's so much pressure. Okay, 30-second pitch. All right. It will thrill you. It will shock you. It will make you cry. It will make you laugh. Just when you think you have it figured out, you will be wrong. So that is why you're going to need to keep watching, because you're going to want to figure out what happens next.
Perfect. Look at you. You nailed
That's it. I don't know.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I hope everyone checks out Shelter, because I absolutely loved it. It's so good. I can't wait for more.
Thank you. That's so good. I love it. I love it.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Sarah.